Are you ready to see what we got on our fun day of shopping when we went shopping with George from What the Hales and George from Taking a Risk with George? What pallet places did we visit when we went over to Indianapolis, Indiana?
Well, Indianapolis Pallet Wholesale and Hoosier
Pallets. And if you want to know how to get there, check the description below. Stay tuned. You're getting ready to see it all. All right, we're going through some of our stuff before George and George get here and we start helping them unload their stuff from here. So what's wrong with this table, Jim?
It says right here, damaged, a little damaged, exchanged.
See where it's taped, or the receipt's taped? Okay, so what is so damaged about this?
The only thing I've seen so far, I haven't opened it because it's still got tape around it, got a dent here.
Let me see that dent.
Can you see that dent?
Yeah, I see that.
Let's see, is there any more dents?
You know, life's of a reseller and YouTubers, you need tables. So this
and she done throw dibs in on this.
Yeah, I did. And why did I throw dibs on this?
Because we'll use it on in our live stream that we're going to do.
We're going to start doing live streams. We're hoping to do live streams, but we're setting up a YouTube studio so that we have a place set up to do live streams, which that's another subject. Maybe I'll take you there and show you all that. Got tape on the side. So this is a 5-foot table. Normally we have 6 foot. Do you see anything wrong with it?
I don't see no, it's bent. I can straighten that.
But you know what? We're going to set it up and leave it set up. It's not as if we need to keep taking it up and down. So perfect. That's going to go to the lower room, and I might show you.
They had this up here, and when they tried to open it, they tried to force it open.
I might show you the lower room and all the fabric and all of the containers of product that is still made.
And remember, she's been working on this room for 3 weeks. So you ain't seeing what it looked like 3 weeks ago.
And there's tons of fabric already listed on eBay. A lot of cotton, a lot of sports. Haven't got to...
A lot of sports fleece.
Not yet. I only have the cotton listed.
Oh, you only got the cotton.
Only cotton. Oh, no. I'm putting together flea market boxes for fabric, too. What do you have here?
A deluxe aquarium stand.
You know, the box looks a little beat.
Somebody's had this, and I'm gonna reach out on a limb and say that somebody tried to put it together, and instead of laying it down flat on the floor, they tried to put it together standing up, and it folded over.
And they broke something.
It.
So
but it can be 99% of them can be fixed.
This will go when he has time inside on the living room floor. He will attempt to put it together. Once he has it together, we won't show it. We will sell it on Facebook Marketplace. All right, what am I showing him now?
The 36-inch Blackstone
griddle. You know, when we bought this pallet, I thought we should keep it. But we've changed our mind, correct? You know what? If we want to use a griddle, don't we have one that's called a fire and ice that we've had for years that's kind of sitting in the corner of a garage?
Yeah.
So
we've only got 11
grills between.
Not including whatever's in there.
So anyhow, this is a 36-inch griddle cooking station.
Blackstone, which is
Blackstone.
Good brand.
Good brand. Still strapped. It says it was ordered, and it talks about it on that white tag over there.
It says
Never been opened.
$297. It's got a hole in the top, but there's nothing that they could have.
Peek?
There's nothing they damaged.
Yeah, nothing was out of it. So, brand new griddle. How much is this going to go on Marketplace for?
$250.
$250. He's getting pictures. He's doing it now. And it's going to go on. Maybe by the time you see this video, it might be sold.
All right.
What do you have here?
I got a Cuisinart 4-burner gas grill
Does that have a side burner too? Yes,
Yes,
it does.
It
Is that brand new?
We'll check it out. If it ain't, they did some good packing.
Here, let me see that knife.
It's brand new. Box is
I don't know if you can
open,
get a shot in here. Look at this. Brand new. Now, is that the legs? Here's
there's the legs. Here's the
side
sides,
trays.
trays, and
Wow.
Looks like it's all in there.
This and the grill you saw previous, the griddle, all came from this pallet, and there's still a couple other things from this pallet that we paid $650 just for the 2 grills and 2 other things. Are we going to make our money back? What do you think? Oh my gosh, Jim, are we going to play on a slide?
I'm gonna put water
It's
down
a
it so we can
bounce
have a water
park.
slide right into the pool.
Oh my gosh, can we do that? We're going to put a new liner in our pool. We can have a YouTube party with all of our creator friends.
That would be so much.
Jim!
Jim, Captain Fumblenuts, strikes here in Dayton.
These must be to secure it down. Do you really think this is going to secure it in the wind?
Yeah,
Yeah?
better than down at the flea market the one time.
You know what? Don't tell the grandkids that we have this. We'll
You're gonna
probably
surprise
sell it.
them?
No, we're probably going to sell it.
It don't really look like it's been out. It don't look dirty. And who's gonna roll it up there?
It's rolled up very nice.
Even got the patch kit if you need the patches.
Some nice pallets we got. I'm telling you what, I am very impressed. And it came from the secret room. Look at this receipt. This is the receipt that came off of that blow up slide for the children. $179.98. Oh my gosh. What do you have hidden down here?
We got 2 boxes. That's why we bought the pallet.
And what's in these boxes?
Shelves.
Metal shelves.
Metal shelves. YouTubers and resellers pride and joy. The more shelves, the more stock you can keep.
Can't go wrong with shelves.
And you can be
So
organized.
this was the selling point for you
Yeah.
when you bought the pallet,
And
right?
this was bent a little bit, but you know what? A couple
like
whacks
all the-
with a hammer,
Yeah.
it'll look like brand new.
These will go into our storage unit. There's an area where we are going to put them, and it will be for stuff that's either for sale on eBay or even Facebook Marketplace. Hey, if you're ever interested in buying anything from our eBay store, the link is down below in the description. Go check it out. Wow, what a nice storage desk.
Yeah.
Oh, Mama likey.
Uh-oh. Mama might take that one for dibs.
How are we both in this picture? We have
And it's moving. We got...
the real George, not the imposter George. George is here with us.
See, we got the real George!
Hello, here hanging out with the Hudsons. We're having an amazing time, and I'm glad I could be here to film for them. That way they're both
In the video.
in the
Seeing
video.
us both.
But video.
Look how nice this is.
That is really nice.
And that's when I told
Are we
Am
scanning
I
it to
going to have to
see?
keep this? What can we do with this? Can this go in our new?
You clean it out, and I'll put it down there. I'll put her together.
In our new studio?
Yeah.
For our YouTube, because we would love to do lives.
George has a monitor or 2 you could stick on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We've already bartered. We have one.
we did a trade-off where I was like, do you have a tripod? And she goes, yes. Do you have a monitor? I said, yes, I do. Fair exchange.
We didn't even have to go fish.
Plus, it was payment for allowing me to store
Oh.
my stuff along with George stuff in their trailer.
Which brings me back to the point that there are actually friends at auctions. I hate when people say there are no friends because, as you can see here, we're all friends and we all go to auctions.
Not
And
only
we
are
all
we
go to the
friends,
same auction and
but we're family.
Family,
Not
for
only
sure.
blood family, but you guys are my adoptive parents, grandparents now.
Which we never had, so it's a wonderful pleasure to have
I'm
both
the
of you in our
adopted
lives.
parent. We're the grandparents to the pigs and to George's children.
That's right.
What in the hells are you doing, Jim?
I'm getting this out for George.
This is now day number 3, isn't it?
Day number 3.
We were shop Saturday. They were here Sunday. Today's Monday. Very, very honored that we've been with them for 3 days.
Loved every minute of it.
Absolutely. So, do you see this as a trampoline? Well,
This is the second one that was on this pallet.
This is the second one. And what did George do last night and this morning?
Put the other one up for his kids, and they are playing in the rain.
And it said it would take 90 minutes, and he said 90 minutes is you know what. So,
Said it on his video. It says 50. He goes 50 hours.
so isn't this nice? And they've already got it sold, so they have to get back to the Columbus area so this can be picked up. I think it's 7 o'clock tonight. Heave ho, heave ho. Okay,
Okay, I'll leave it right there.
how
I'll go
you
around.
getting out? You're going out the back way?
I'll go out the back way because this sucker is 200. It says right there, 220 pounds, and George can contest to it. It's 220 pounds.
It weighs about 3 of George, so it's pretty heavy.
Well, I think he was referring to you also as George.
Oh, I'm George. But yeah, yesterday I had to do this by myself. I have a clip of Jackson trying to help me with it. And
Trying to
is
get it
adorable.
out. Oh my
It is
gosh.
absolutely adorable.
It's cuteness overload trying to watch Jackson moving. He's like, Daddy, let me help you, Daddy. He
wanted to
insisted.
so bad.
I'm
He
a big
insisted.
boy.
Okay.
Are we ever going to get done filming this stuff that we bought with George and George?
Oh, maybe a week or two, but
All right, what do you have here?
we got a queen size.
It's a
Pro platform foundation,
And it's Serta?
and it's from Serta. It says it right here,
Says it up there.
somewhere, right here. And it says queen foundation for a queen
So
bed.
basically, it is the
And it can take a
platform.
fat guy like me, 650 pounds.
Wow.
I'm not that big. but
You're tall. You carry your weight. So anyhow, this replaces the box spring. Is that correct?
Right. You just
All
throw
right.
a mattress on top of it, and you're good.
You're good to go. So, hey, let them see this. Scoot over a minute. Scoot that way. We still have monitors. Why do we have monitors?
Because I'm going to sell them for George.
We're gonna sell them on
And hopefully
Facebook.
they sell quick.
On Facebook Marketplace. So, all right, what you pulling out now? Looks like you might be upside down there.
I think I'm upside down, but I think I can get it. Okay. It is upside down.
He's shaking the trailer.
Sorry.
Can you turn it right side up so we can read the tag? Why did they return it? It's down here. Right
It's
there.
down at the bottom.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Can you turn it?
Watch your feet. In case I drop it.
I'm making work.
It's been open.
Okay. What does this say?
It says
Used doesn't sit right. Well, maybe their floor was unlevel. Do you ever suppose?
no. Concrete's always flat.
All right, I think we're going to take that down to the soon-to-be YouTube room, don't you?
Let's see. That's going down in your
He calls it my area.
cluster room.
Did you hear what he called it? What did you say?
Cluster.
Cluster?
Yeah. I won't say the other word that goes with it, but
What's a cluster? You got a person's desk. That could be an entrance table. I had a glare there. An entrance table, a person desk. That is really nice. A tag on that to say what the problem was. It says spacious work space. Has that ever been opened?
yeah, they've retaped it.
Okay, well, we'll look at the inside, and from there, we do nothing else to that box.
No, from there I'll put it together so I can sell it because people do not want to put furniture together.
Is that because they're lazy?
I don't know. Probably when they go to put it together, they end up breaking it. Because some of the stuff, when you put it together and you got it like this and it goes like that, it snaps and you
And a lot
get
of it's
board.
particle board, some of it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's what this is. This is, I mean, it's
But when this is put together, even though this is upside down, guys,
sturdy.
it is sturdy, and it's really a nice piece of furniture for anyone's home.
Here I come.
What do you got?
This is why we bought the pallet. She wanted another.
We need a new fire pit. You stop.
Is it upside down? Oh, I
No.
even picked it up right.
You picked it up right, but you're coming at me, and I can't record when you're charging me. Yeah. Okay, now. Sorry, guys, you're all dizzy now. This wood-burning fireplace, ours looks awful. It comes with the cover, and it says it has a dent.
Top and bottom.
Doesn't.
Oh my God! It's a wood-burning fireplace that got dented.
Oh, gee, what a catastrophe.
I'm sure if you drop a log on it, it'd dent it. Duh.
How did you get where you're standing? I thought you had a bunch of monitors there.
I moved on.
Oh, you picked up the
Skids.
skids. Did that make some room in our trailer? So what do you have? Vitapure? How do you say that?
Vitapure.
Okay.
Merchandise faulty. Merchandise slip.
Where's it from? Is this Sam's Club
This was
also?
Sam's Club.
Okay, let us get us out. We'll be right back. All right, you got it out of the box. What's your determination?
It been beat up. A little knuckle here and a little knuckle there. Pull this little plate off and straighten it up.
You know, what we need to do is in a storage unit, find an empty bottle, a water bottle that goes on this,
And check
and
it
just
out.
put some faucet water in it. Now that came on, this water, whatever you call this, Vitapure, it came with these shelves here. This one shelf alone, Jim has said, is a $300 shelf. So the way that was on the back of that, I kind of wondered about it. Things like this will happen, but we wanted the shelves, and for what we paid for the discounted price, this is not a problem.
It's not a problem.
What'd you say?
Even if it don't work, it's not a problem.
Right, you can scrap it, right? Is
Yeah.
that
It's all metal. It's scrappable.
what you got?
Side table.
Does it sound like it's all in there, or is it jiggle?
Sounds like it.
You know,
It's been open.
I get the TV trays out and use them for when I'm getting my laptop out.
This would work.
I know, maybe we'll just take that in the
It does
house.
not- I don't see description.
Or damage. It just says damage.
This says damage.
Okay, we're going to take that in the house with us when we go in after he delivers and collects the money for, what are you getting money for tonight?
The griddle.
The griddle. All right, what do you have now?
3 gallon. Yeah, 3 gallon air compressor. Says it's damaged.
Turn it so I can get a picture of it. Thank you, dear. What are you doing? Making them dizzy? Is the other side in English?
Oh. So,
Well, that side, that side was too. I wondered. Normally
Yeah,
one
dude.
side is English and one is Spanish. So I just was messing with you. So what do you suppose was wrong with this?
This
This
looks
means
like it's been
the
hit.
package.
Package is screwed up, so it's probably been hit. Got a scratch on it. It's a 5 shelf.
3 adjustable shelves. There's the size.
71 inches high.
So
71
again-
almost 72 inches high.
This will get put together one evening just to see if everything is there, and then it will get listed on Facebook Marketplace. Oh, where are you?
Hiding.
You're hiding. What are you hiding for?
Trying to find out if it's cooler back here, but it ain't.
Oh, well, this is a California King headboard, footboard,
Oh, no, it's the
side
whole-
rail. It's the whole thing in this box. He cannot find a UPC on it.
I can, but it will not scan.
You know,
It's got marks on it.
the Serta was from Sam's. Maybe
This come off the same pallet.
okay, I understand that. What I'm trying to say is maybe we can type in the numbers in my Sam's app and we can figure this out, because this one that you can't see right now was $160. So what do you suppose this might be? It's got to be that or more.
Probably.
So we'll
And
have.
we'll get rid of that one for $100.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
about $100.
Ooh.
Whoops. Slipped in.
So we're back at it. So how much do we have left to show them from all those 3 pallets that we bought?
I think 3 things. We got this Ninja Foodie extra large.
Can you turn it a little?
Extra large.
Okay, I've never seen something like this. Move your finger. It says up to 500 degrees rapid cyclone air. So my guess is air fryer?
Air fryer. Grill. Oh, it does.
Yeah,
it
look,
does
air
open it.
fry crisper with 75% less fat than deep frying. So it looks like a heck of an air fryer. And I don't know about you guys, but we use our air fryer a lot.
Almost every day.
Yeah, we do. It makes great jalapeno poppers. Can you get in it, or you happen to break all that tape?
Well, somebody didn't want it open.
Watch your knife, you might flip it to the ground.
It won't gonna work. It knows better.
Oh, it does. You got that knife trained?
I got that thing trained.
He's kind of at a high level here for me, because
Sure.
remember, he's 6'5".
I don't think it's been, well, I won't say that, because every time we say that, we get,
But we're going to take this inside. I
we're
am
gonna take
really
it
going to look
inside,
at
go
it.
through it.
Make sure everything is here. And I know it probably weighs a little bit, but this is something probably that will go on eBay. Here's, again, a Ninja Foodie extra large grill. Rapid, 500 degrees rapids, what's it say, cyclonic air. So we've
Oh,
had,
no, I can't read it from here.
are you like George that you haven't learned to read yet?
No, I learned to read, but I can't see it from here.
Oh.
Oh, there it is, cyclonic.
Yeah, that's neat. Well, I'll be darned, that box is almost as tall as you.
He's taller than I am. Might be able to sleep on that, put it out
Hey,
there.
it is. If you read it, and I read this when I looked it up on Walmart, and guess what? Walmart has none of these in stock. First of all, it's a 3-person swing, and it lays down flat. And I don't know if you can see that, where it's laid flat.
Like a futon.
Yeah, like a futon. Isn't that neat? 3-person daybed swing. And the reason that I think it was on a pallet is, look, it's ripped. This is a $235 item at Walmart. I've already looked it up. And they're out of stock. They do not have any of these in stock. We talked about keeping it, but I really, well, you know, it would be nice out by the pool, because we are going to call, and that's my next project, to get a new liner installed and have sticker shock of what it will probably cost. So what are you
Now, you
looking
gonna be
at?
sticker shock. We already know it's gonna be around $3,000,
Right.
maybe more.
Are you looking something up?
Yeah, you was right. $237.
All right. And I already have pictures
And
for
it
you.
is not none to be had. So we got one. Anybody want it?
Tell me about this. Is this a TV stand?
Big TV stand.
And it's kind of hard to get to.
It's hard to. Well, got too much stuff in here to turn
Yeah.
sideways where she can get.
So part of the parts are in the bottom drawer, because when we loaded it, it did not have a box on it. And it said this item was purchased online. They assembled it and it didn't fit in their home. FedEx refused to pick it up to return it because it was assembled. Called Sam's and they said to return it. That's basically what they're saying. But again, the end is messed up, and I think Jim's idea of when people put stuff together.
No, that happened when they was moving it around. That it was put together. It ain't broke like 99% of them are, where they've tried to stand it up and it fell over sideways because they didn't have all the screws and nuts tight.
All right, so that's the last item that we got on the pallets. I think we got a lot of nice stuff. What do you think?
What are you gonna do with that?
What am I going to do with that?
Are we using it, or
I think it might go in the back. I have not made that decision.
I thought we was gonna build one like a camp style.
We'll talk about that later.
Turning, I'm either too close, too far.
Well, I can't help it. You're the tall one.
Here, wait a minute. We'll get down here like this. I'll sit down on this. Now we're level.
All right.
That better?
Yeah. So we have filmed everything, and you're seeing the end of this video.
Well, how much we got in it?
We have $1,200 in all 3 of these pallets. Comment below. Do you think we're going to make profit on all of these items that we've showed you? And we'll keep you updated, and anything that sells before this is put out live, which if you're seeing the end, it's live. But I will mark in front of each clip if we have sold it yet. So,
well, after each clip, that way you gotta go.
It'll be on each clip. Don't you
It'll be
worry.
on each clip.
He doesn't do the editing.
She won't let me.
We want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, what the hells are you waiting for?
Hey, it's free.
And don't forget that bell notification, because each time we put out a new video, you're going to get notified if you hit that bell. So,
and follow us on Facebook. It's down there in the descriptions.
It's very easy. Adventures with the Hudsons. But it will be in the descriptions. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Love y'all.
Love
Bye.
ya.